Hi, and thanks for joining us for this video tutorial where we're going to be walking through the initial Senate onboarding experience and configuring the packet forwarder for a Milesight semi-industrial UG65 gateway. If you still need to get started, you can start at portal.senetco.io and create your free developer portal account. Once you've created your account, log in. You'll notice that we have 0 gateways and 0 devices registered on our fresh developer's account. To fix that, we will register a new gateway using the plus icon. Enter in the location that the gateway will be operating, or the most relevant location if it will be mobile. Verify the address and click Next. For the gateway type, Milesight UG65 model number will not be listed in the drop-down menu. Instead, pick the Semtech Basic Station option. This is the packet forwarder that will be configured a little bit later on in this tutorial. To register the gateway, we need the serial number and the manufacturer EUI. Milesight does provide the manufacturer EUI, so we're going to click this box. The serial number and manufacturer EUI can be found in 2 places. The first place is printed on the back label of the gateway. Please note that the MAC value listed here needs to be modified before entering it as the manufacturer EUI. The modification steps are listed on the screen now. The second place is located within the remote configuration web portal. A little later on in this video, once I've shown you how to access the configuration web portal, I'll be validating the information printed on the back label, which I'm going to proceed to use to register the gateway now. I'll be leaving this gateway to operate in the US ISM band, since that's where it'll be located during operation. This Milesight gateway supports a maximum of 8 channels, or a single RX channel subbank. So it's important we only select a single RX channel bank for it to operate in, denoted in the Senate portal by these checkboxes. For viewers who are interested in augmenting the Helium network with Senet's commercial-grade user interface, supported Helium devices operate in RX channel bank 2. In this video, I'll be leaving the gateway to operate in RX channel bank 1. Choose the correct antenna type. In this video, we will be configuring the gateway for an Ethernet backhaul. Edit the other installation details if needed. Click Next and review. If everything looks good, register your device by clicking Register. Open up a copy of the Semtech Basic Station documentation as we will need it a little bit later. The next step, I'll be demonstrating how to access the configuration web portal through the wireless interface. Make sure your computer's Wi-Fi is enabled and connect to the Wi-Fi access point labeled gateway _ with the last 6 unique characters based on the gateway's MAC value. If you're interested in gaining wired access to the configuration web portal, please consult the Milesight documentation as it won't be covered in this video. Since we are configuring the Ethernet interface as the backhaul in this video, I will be using the Wi-Fi connectivity to modify the Ethernet settings through the local management web interface. Using the opposing interface does have a few benefits. It will allow me to preserve my local management session after making changes to the Ethernet interface. Additionally, it will enable me to see the assigned DHCP IP address without the need to contact a network administrator with the MAC address. Open up a new tab and navigate to the default Wi-Fi remote configuration web interface found at IP address 192.168.1.1. Some browsers may display the security warning. Click Advance and proceed. Once you're at the Milesight homepage, you can enter the default username and password. Default username is admin, and default password is password, all lowercase. Upon initial configuration, you'll be prompted with 2 menus. We have the internal antenna type, which is the default value. Next, change your password to something secure and note it. Next, manually refresh your page and re-log in with your new password. The first thing that I'd like to do, now that we've gained access to the configuration web interface, is to validate the information that we copied from the device label during registration. Serial number is listed under Status, Overview, and the Gateway EUI is listed in full under Packet Forwarder, General. Navigate to the Network Interface tab, where we will assign the wired interface and IP address appropriate for our network. And we're going to assign our wired interface F0 from the static IP default value to a DHCP client. What this means is that our network will assign an IP address to the Milesight. To continue, press save and apply. To grab your DHCP assigned IP address, navigate to status, network, and under the F0 port line, you'll see that the status is up if your device is plugged in and the type is DHCP now that we've set that. As you can see, the gateway has not been assigned an IP address yet. So what we can do is we can refresh after a few seconds and you'll notice that the IP address is populated. In the future, this is the address that you can access this remote configuration page through once you're configured on the network. Next, we will be configuring the packet forwarder. The first step is to disable all other packet forwarders, including the default, using the pen icon under the operation column. Uncheck the enable box and click save. Next, add a new packet forwarder using the plus icon. Fill in the enable checkbox. Under the type drop-down menu, select basic station. In the expanded window, we will need to complete the top portion of the LNS section. Referencing the basic station documentation we opened earlier, we can see that Senate provides us with 2 LNS URI values and allows us to download a copy of the TLS certificate, which in this instance will be required since I'll be using the secured URI version in this video. Download a copy of the TLS certificate, otherwise use the unsecured URI value. Paste the URI value. Browse for the downloaded TLS certificate, and then press the import button. Upon a successful import, you'll notice that the import button becomes grayed out and the delete button becomes clickable. That means it's successful. Finally, click save and then save and apply. Now, I'll be disconnecting from the gateway's Wi-Fi network and reconnecting to the Senate Enterprise Wi-Fi network so that we can verify the connection was established in the Senate portal. As you can see in the Senate Developer Portal, the status of our gateway has not yet changed from registered offline. This will get updated soon once the gateway has established communication with Senate. On the Senate portal, we can refresh the page status and see that the gateway has changed its status to registered active. Thanks for walking through this video tutorial where we onboarded, registered, and configured a Milesight semi-industrial UG65 8-channel LoRaWAN gateway onto our free Senate Developer Portal account. If you still have questions, please consider browsing through our other tutorial videos, submitting a post on the Senate Community Forum, searching through the Senate documentation website, or contacting our technical support email address if appropriate.